Within a week of conception, your fertilized egg, known as a blastocyst, will make its way to your uterus. The egg is about the size of a pen tip. In days, the cells in the egg arrange themselves into groupings. The inner cell mass will become your baby. The outer cells will become the amniotic sac and placenta. The blastocyst then sheds its protective casing in a process called hatching and burrows into the lush uterine wall. Around week 5, your developing baby is the size of a sesame seed. The cells that once formed the blastocyst's inner cell mass begin organizing and arranging, giving shape to the young embryo and forming primitive organs. Your baby's brain and spinal cord are visible through his translucent skin. Right around this time, your baby's circulatory system also forms, and his heart begins to beat. Your baby looks more like a tiny tadpole than a human. He's drawing nutrients and oxygen through the newly formed placenta and umbilical cord. By week 9, the embryonic tail is gone. Your baby's looking more human every day. With protruding limbs and fingers, a defined nose, mouth, and eyes, and tiny earlobes. Your new resident is about the size of a grape and weighs a fraction of an ounce. It's hard to believe how rapidly one cell evolves in such a short time into the unmistakable body of a baby.
It's kind of a one-stop shop for everything, all the information that you need about being pregnant and having a baby.
I don't know what I'd do actually if I didn't have babycenter.com.
Human reproduction. Reproduction can be defined as the production of one or more offsprings by an existing organism. This capacity has enabled the origin and propagation of various forms of life on Earth. Reproduction involving two distinct sexes is the characteristic feature of all forms of life and has played a prominent role in the origin of species and diversity of life by bringing together many characters, giving rise to entirely new organisms. The primary function of sex is to contribute gametes, and the primary sex characters are the gonads, testes in male, and ovaries in females. Fertilization is internal and fetus develops inside the uterus of the mother viviparous. Female reproduction system is extremely modified to enable internal fertilization and maintenance of pregnancy. Sperm's formation continues even in old men, but formation of ovaries ceases in volume around the age of 50 years. 3.1. The male reproductive system. The male reproductive system is located in the pelvis region. It includes a pair of testes along with accessory duct glands and the external genitalia. It consists of a pair of testes lodged in an integumentary pouch, the scrotum. Initially, they are abdominal. However, as the development proceeds, they descend down into the scrotum. It has been proved that this adaptation enables regulation of internal temperature of the testes higher than body temperature, which is essential for their normal functioning. In adults, each test is oval in shape, with a length of about 4 to 5 cm and a width about 2 to 3 cm. The testis is covered by a dense covering. Testis has about 250 called testicular lobule. Each lobule contains somniferous tubules which sperms are produced. Seminiferous tubules after exam from a complex network of system known as from retitestes, again large convolute epididymis. Sperms are stored. Epididymis continues into vas, which carry sperms away from the testes. Vas deferens, after curving back abdominal area, enlarged to form ampulla, in which opens a tube with circulated walls. This is the seminal vesicle, to perform nutritive function by providing fructose and other nutrients to maintain vitality of sperms. By the union of seminal vesicular ducts and vas deferens, a short canal is formed. It is called as ejaculatory duct, which further unites with the ureter to form a common passage, the urethra, which opens to outside of the body through the penis. Seminiferous tubule is lined on its inside by two types of cells called male germ cells, undergo meiotic division, finally leading to sperm formation. Sertoli cells provide nutrition to the germ cells. Outside of seminiferous tubules, called interstitial spaces, contain small blood vessels and interstitial cells or Leydig cells. Leydig cells synthesize and secrete testicular hormones called androgens. Other immunologically competent cells are also present. Two glands, prostate and bulbourethral, Cowper's glands, open into the urethra. They produce mucus that lubricates the urethra to facilitate the ejaculation of sperms during copulation. Secretions of these glands constitute the seminal plasma, which is